Alright. Oh my god! Oh my god! We're fucking hours!
I probably shouldn't do that with my window wide fucking open.
They're gonna back to murdered.
Probably should have closed my window before I screamed like that.
Oh, gee.
Oh, good. Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, gamers?
Jerald, today we're back with another Call of Duty commentary.
Did you just say we're back with a Call of Duty commentary? What?
Dude, I love Call of Duty.
Who was trying to play Call of Duty?
Warzone game.
Yes.
Yes. Battle Royale.
Freaking, I haven't spent 40 hours trying to watch a Twitch stream in order to get a key.
I love that those people. Oh, Valorant. We can talk about that.
Why did it take you that long? I got one in like the first hour watching.
So many people logged in for like 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rami got one. He hasn't played it yet because you said you don't like shooters, right?
No, I mean, it's not fun without friends.
I think
so I'm waiting till like Jerald gets one.
Well, you better keep waiting legitimately 60 hours about.
Oh my god.
It's alright, I'm not hyped for it again, so I'm just kind of sitting here waiting without effort.
Well, the reason I want it so badly is because if you don't know, I started up my channel again, go check it out. But I wanted it for the content because I know that if I can get it now, especially with the quarantine, I make a good funny moments, and then I just put it everywhere all over Reddit, like 100 some odd views past that. You know what I'm saying?
Gerald's the type of guy that his main move in a date is to yawn and put his arm around the girl.
Is filming Valorant content the YouTube equivalent of yawning and putting your arm around the girl?
No, I was talking about how he fucking slipped in his self promo.
Oh. He's like, I was like, what is this analogy? That analogy actually kind of makes sense though.
dude, no, this is our channel. I'm allowed to self promote. It's like back in the
I never said you weren't allowed. I'm just mocking how you did it.
You really did sell. You slipped it in there like you were trying to sell me something right there. I don't know. I feel like
I ain't fucking buying what you're selling, man.
Let me move my microphone.
No one is. Legitimately, my new video back is me just talking about depressing shit the entire time. So
that's hype.
Yeah,
just pull a SaltFault. First video back in months, and it's just a generic ass gameplay video.
No announcements, no like comeback or anything, just a gameplay video, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, but we did a whole week. We did like this week. We did a whole week. We posted Monday. Wednesday,
shoot,
Friday.
did we?
Yeah, it wasn't perfect, but we did it.
It was like the awesome. Scuffed week for
the
us,
podcast.
so...
The podcast came out really late, which was
fine.
The podcast, little oof, but
the Friday video got edited the day it was meant to come out. So,
although honestly, okay, I'm no strap. I usually edit videos like the day they come out, though.
Yeah,
like, that's how I've always done it. Mm-hmm. So that's
get my video edited today, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my voice work after this one for the YouTube channel that I work for, and then afterwards do the podcast maybe, or do the podcast tomorrow. It just depends. I'm gonna have a late night tonight anyway, so I'll probably edit the podcast tonight.
Damn, Jerald, such a player on so many different YouTube channels.
Damn.
Yeah, one of them's an anime freaking review.
Yeah, I don't know.
The other one is non-existent, and then there's this one.
Can we make the SaltFault into an anime channel now?
We'd get more views.
Oh,
let's make it into an hentai review channel.
Okay.
Wait, we censor it. We put a big blur on the screen.
Yeah, can we not?
This is a good one.
Or we could become like a gameplay channel, but only play hentai games.
No, we should. We should do
You know reaction videos. You know reaction videos. Is there a genre where people do reaction videos to just porn? Like, oh, this is a good. But okay, I want to see that. I want to see someone do a reaction video, just some horrible video. But I want them to be wearing like a suit with a top hat and like a tie. I want them to look extremely professional. And I want like a deep. I want a comment like, oh yes.
Wait, no, hold on. Question mark. Why did you say a top hat equivalents professional?
I was thinking of like some old train conductor.
1835? What is wrong with you?
I was thinking of like some train conductor. Yes.
Train conductors are like covered in soot. You fuck.
Okay, then he can be covered in soot. I don't see the problem there.
Top hats.
I want to draw that. I want to draw.
Wait, hold on. Do train conductors not wear top hats?
Oh my god. They wear train.
What is that hat?
Where did you get top hats?
I was thinking of like, hold on. I'm top hat. I was thinking of like a fancy, like, you know, Abraham Lincoln with a top hat, right?
Yeah.
You remember?
That was legitimately in the 1800s.
Okay, he looked professional. I don't see the problem. Look, hold on. Abraham Lincoln top hat. I was thinking, yes, this. I was thinking of someone. Okay, here, I'm going to send this picture now so you can put this in the episode
Jerald,
for those watching. Wait.
Damn.
Okay, edit this in. I was thinking, edit both of these in because they're both good. I was thinking someone dressed like this. That's professional. That's professional as shit.
What's the second?
I think the second one's a costume. I think that's like a Halloween costume. Yeah, it is.
Halloween costume.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
No.
Imagine being a politician in the 1800s and you just know that people are going to make Halloween costumes of you in the future.
What would be scarier is, okay, first off, why does Abraham Lincoln's top hat look photoshopped on? Second off, why does that guy with a beard, like, imagine that wasn't fake and he just shaved it perfectly like that?
He looks like it looks like a lion's mane, kind of. How it comes out of the sides too. Yeah.
Lexi, you're expecting a guy to fucking narrate this shit like Sir Tom Ham Hat, the fat controller.
Yes.
You guys know
I'm imagining. I mean, yes,
Sir
exactly. That's what I was.
the
Yes,
fat
I want someone
controller.
built like that. Maybe with like less of a square shaped head. He needs to have a beard.
Very doughboy looking.
Actually,
He
no,
needs to have a beard.
Doesn't need a beard. Yeah, and yeah, no, that's pretty good.
I'm clicking.
Just someone like that, like, now today we have a very hot video here.
As soon as you described it, I just thought of the fat controller from fucking
Yes,
Thomas the
That's
Tank
probably who I
Engine.
was thinking of in my head. I was just thinking of like some really well-dressed businessman in a top hat. Or like Abraham Lincoln.
Can we
That
put
was
that
cool.
exact dude in our freaking like YouTube not thumbnails, but like our our mascot
thumbnails?
kind of thing?
What?
No, as our mascot. Can we put him as our
I
mascot?
think that's
I don't-
copyrighted.
Conductor of the Salty Express.
What are you talking about? I think that. Wait. What if our mascot was Abraham Lincoln though? Ooh, hold on. That's.
Is
I don't
Abraham
think.
Lincoln
I don't think he's copyrighted. No, he's dead. How do you copyright a dead man?
No, he's dead.
He's been dead for like 3 years. I'm pretty sure copyright will come out.
I'm pretty sure Wolfgang Amadeus's music is copyrighted, right?
Who's Wolfgang Amadeus?
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
Oh, Wolfgang Amadeus. Oh, Wolfgang.
Ask who he is to say his name again.
Mozart. It's Mozart.
Oh.
What?
Mozart's copyrighted? I thought Mozart was for use.
Is
Well,
it?
music. Isn't it?
I'm pretty
I
sure.
hear-
Copyrighted.
No, because copyright only goes for like 70 years. It only goes for like 70 years. Or
That's
something,
got to be public
copyright.
domain. I think,
Yeah, that's
I think it's
probably
70 years after their death, unless they can renew it.
Oh, it is in public domain. Unless they renew it,
course.
usually do it from beyond the
Yeah,
grave.
but they're
and
dead.
go,
Well, wait, could their children renew it?
"Crush ma." That's if you own the company, it's a labeling company, but still, I don't think he had.
If you own the
children.
estate, you probably could.
Yeah. Dude, freaking Wolfgang Amadeus is like a badass name. Like, no joke.
Was his first name? His first name
is Wolfgang.
Is that a common name? That's insane.
No, I don't know.
Wolfgang. Like, that's crazy.
Okay, so Lexi, apparently.
When I see the name Wolfgang,
Listen,
you want to see
listen,
what I
listen,
think
listen.
of?
What's up?
Holy crap! I'm trying to explain to you Path of Wolf.
Fine. Wait, what is the Path of
Wolf?
Wolf?
Wait, what?
Wolfgang is a German male given name traditionally popular in Germany and Austria. The name is combined of the old High German words wolf, meaning wolf, and gang, meaning path, journey, or travel. So it means path of the wolf. Just path of the wolf, Amadeus Mozart. What does Amadeus mean?
When I hear the name
It's like an
Wolfgang,
almond.
this is who I think of.
Little almond. Wait, Wolfgang's from that one game, Don't Starve.
Yeah,
Is it?
that's exactly why I think that.
Wait.
Ah.
Wait.
Mozart
Amadeus
is
means to love
transforming.
God. So it's just the Wolfgang loves God Mozart.
God.
Or the Path of the Wolf loves God Mozart.
The path of the wolf.
That
Jerald,
the Path of
Jerald
the Wolf
loves
to
God.
Allah? Yes!
Jerald
Yes.
Amadeus.
Start calling him that.
Jerald. Get a
Oh, wait,
legal
I'm changing
name
my
change.
YouTube name to Amadeus.
Yo,
Amadeus.
get a legal name change. Change your last name to Amadeus. I don't think
Yes.
his father would do.
No, I'm
I
not
think he'll be
changing
okay
Rose.
with it.
That was rare come by. You kidding
Fine.
me? It was a rare drop.
Change your first name to
Amadeus
Amadeus.
Gross.
Amadeus Gross.
Oh my gosh. To love God, gross.
To love God, comma, gross.
Yes. Wait, can you put a comma on the name?
Wait, can you make?
Comma on a
Could your
name?
name literally just be a comma?
My middle name is
What the
Tom.
hell is this? I looked up. Oh my god! Put this one in the episode as well. I'm putting this up. I've given Jerald a lot of editing work. I looked up
It's
just comma.
images.
I looked up just comma, and this image came up. That is scary. I don't like that one bit. I actually hate that.
Gosh. Freaking
Wait, do you have punctuation in a name?
yeah.
I don't think so. Wait, wasn't there someone who got in trouble for naming their kid an emoji?
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
that one. But
That's
Can't do that.
impressive. Laughing emoji, get over here right now. We're
It's about to turn into a crying emoji.
Oh my
I want to name my kid nauseated emoji. Just constantly just sickened.
That's
Give me
awesome.
presents.
hyphens are commonly used, but
Well, yeah.
Just name your kid hyphen.
according to some random ass guy who's a author and avid fan fiction writer on Quora, there is no actual legal restriction against underscores or asterisks or even punctuation and legal names.
Underscores. Imagine someone with like their tag as a name.
XX
Oh,
underscore destroyer
Gamer
underscore
boy.
XX.
XXX underscore wolfgang underscore XX.
Oh
no.
my gosh, that's bad.
That's your shit.
XXX Amadeus XXX.
Oh, no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
But
god.
what is stopping me from doing that?
I'm
I
dude.
think your child's future. Imagine how hard a kid would get bullied if his name was
No.
adding an underscore.
What's to
Okay,
stop
if
me
Kanye can
from
name his
picking my
child
name for
North,
that?
I think I can name my child
That's a good
underscore
name.
underscore X.
Okay, if his last name
underscore.
wasn't West, that's just a good first name. Like I
It
like
is.
No,
North,
that's
yeah.
even better because it's West.
Your last name just can't be. Oh
It's
my
like
god.
calling somebody Autumn. It's like
Autumn. That's
It's
not
like-
bad. That one's fine too.
yeah, Autumn's fine, but you say Autumn Winter, or you say Autumn. Like freaking just call them
Autumn.
like your last name is like Weather or something like that. Autumn Weather. Like no, that's so wrong.
Weathers.
I saw somebody posting on r/legal advice that their other Reddit account got banned because they had profanity in the name. Their name was their it was their fucking, it was just their real last name. But the profanity part was that their name was something Nigar.
Oh no. Oh no, like some like German style name, I guess.
Mm.
Oh no.
You know what is good?
It's spelled like that.
That.
Oh, I see where you were trying to pronounce that. I don't know how you would pronounce that. That's not just the slur.
I can't just pronounce that normally.
It's K and then just the N word. Huh? It's like night, but not night.
They were asking that Reddit gives them back their shit because they paid for it.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. Like, imagine having to legally prove your name to Reddit, like explaining, like, this is my legitimate name, setting them
It's my
identity.
name. It's my last name. It's just how it be.
Just be like, some of us get bad things in this life, some of us get worse.
Imagine going
Like
to
at that
middle
point,
school and
I
that's
just
your
go
name.
get a fucking name change.
Imagine going to middle school with that.
I
as your
wouldn't
name.
tell people my name.
Imagine
They'd
going
be
to
like,
any
"What?"
school with that as your name.
Wait, just say that, like, say that ironically. Just say that space in the K in the word.
So Lexi, you had a topic.
Yeah, I definitely did. All right.
Remember it?
Yeah, I do. It's kind of off topic now, but it was on topic before. At the beginning of the hour, we were talking about getting Valorant keys. Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's my question, all right? If Valorant, that game has not released yet, and it's like beta footage was doing like what 2 million current viewers on Twitch. How big do you think that game is when it comes out in comparison to like CS:GO and League?
It might be CSGO because CSGO is a dead game.
Jared,
Well,
my thing was, do you think
no way
Valorant will
do
take
you
over
think-
CS:GO, like the same market
Without a
CS:GO
doubt.
has? Do you
Without a
think
doubt.
this will just kill CS:GO?
The reason why I believe so, and this is my biggest like opinion on it, is I've been looking at different like numbers and studies on it. The fact that it had such a huge takeover in the first couple of days, right? Things like the reason why I think it will take over is that kind of takeover isn't just a takeover by means of, you know, like with Apex, it came out of nowhere. It had no player base, no one was looking for it. It just exploded for no reason. Right? It was a very, very weird thing. Like, it didn't even do very much, like, ads or whatnot. It just got big.
Is Apex still big? I feel like it kind of got smaller
It's
now.
pretty big now. It's bigger now.
Okay.
It died off pretty hard. The reason why Apex died is because what they did is that they created a lot of demand and weren't able to supply it for the sole fact that they didn't have the ability to. They didn't have the team to make their stuff. And so their first, what's it called? Their first, what's the thing that people do when like you play games, you get stuff for it? The Battle Pass. Their first Battle Pass they made was super, super subpar. And the reason being is that they were a new company. They didn't know what they were doing as much with that, like the Battle Pass stuff, and they did not have time. And people were like highly demanding, we want a Battle Pass, we want a Battle Pass, we want a Battle Pass. They didn't expect to blow up as hard as they did. And so that's why they said
they just weren't prepared for it.
Yeah, they weren't prepared for the fame. And so because the Battle Pass was so subpar, people are like, oh, this game isn't that fun anymore. Because Battle Passes really are, for a Battle Royale, the only thing that keeps driving you to play. Because it's the only incentive. It's the only incentive.
Needed to add, they needed to add more things just for people's attention spans in Battle Royale.
Exactly. And so now that they have a working
I don't doubt it. I think a Battle Pass would make a game a lot more fun because you're working towards something.
Exactly. So now that they have a working Battle Pass system that's actually good and gives good stuff, good cosmetics and good things like that, now it's back up to a stable player base. It had it was a very volatile player base in the sense of like it could go up and down very quickly. And that's what it did. It blew up, was the biggest thing for a long time, surpassed even Fortnite, and then died, right? Valorant doesn't have that issue at all.
See, Riot, because they've like done so much stuff with esports and they've like built so much esports with League, I think that they're going to be ready for a lot of players.
Also, esports, like you just said, is a huge factor in retaining a game.
Like, that's one of the reasons CSGO is still popular. A lot of people just watch the esports matches. Ape 6.
Yeah, well just like it does now. It didn't before.
How can a battle royale esport be that? Like, I feel like that's not as.
It's hard to watch, but Fortnite did it well. Fortnite was able to take the Invitational, and they had 1.7 million viewers, which is more than anything else. And then Valorant, within the first day, had 200,000 more, I think.
What I'd be worried about though is that, like, you know, TFT, how when TFT came out, it topped League and like had Valorant level views, and then the game actually came out and like the exclusiveness of it was all gone and it kind of just died. Well, it didn't die. I mean, it's still played, but it's like way less.
One second, let me go.
It's like 30K. No, TFT. Here, I'll actually look at like.
I mean, that's like what happened with their fucking their card game. A lot of people play it on release, but then nobody talks about it anymore.
Wait, it's out? Is it out?
It's been out for a while.
No, see, that's it. I didn't even know it was out yet.
I tried it a bit. It's all right, but
it just doesn't like. It didn't look that interesting. I don't know.
It wasn't.
I'd almost be worried that like Valorant is so okay. Valorant's at 1.2 million right now. I'm almost thinking that it's like so high right now because no one can play it except for only some who get drops, and people are trying to get drops. But I think when it's available to everyone, I don't know if it's free.
No, okay, so I'll explain why I don't think TFT is going to die as fast as people believe it will.
Well, TFT's at 30K right now. I don't think TFT's going to die, but I just think it's like back where it is.
No, I mean Valorant. Okay, so so you look at the things that have the most views. What do you get? You get things that are active in their play.
CSGO's above League right now.
Exactly. CSGO has a lot, right? So does Fortnite. So does League of Legends. So does Just Chatting. Things that let you interact in a way and have like an actual like you're like watching like, oh my gosh, it's a cool play. You're actively involved in the watching. TFT is a very, very passive game. It's hard to really, really get into. Good for watching if you want to have it in the background or if you just kind of want to watch a little bit, but you don't watch TFT for the action, right? That doesn't draw people in. Valorant, Counter-Strike, Fortnite, League of Legends, Dota, Minecraft, GTA 5, Final Fantasy. All of those games have a very active nature. They're very active in how you watch it and how you play it. So,
I think in order to be really popular, Valorant has to like siphon watchers off of CS:GO as well.
Well, that's
which I think it probably will.
CS:GO isn't a dying game per se.
No, it's not. CS:GO is like one of those ones that just kind of stays the same.
I don't get why you guys are dictating popularity by viewership on Twitch.
Well, I don't think like that's the whole thing, but that's like a good way to gauge just how many of like people on this one site.
Yeah. Okay. So, but I'll explain. I'll explain a little bit more. I did a little bit of research on this, so I kind of know. It's more of a psychological thing. Can they suck stuff off of Counter-Strike? And the reason why I say yes is because people like we've been able to watch it. The people that played CS:GO stopped playing CS:GO because of two reasons: cheaters, right? Because they got bored of that, and lack of content, lack of things that can replayability. CS:GO is a very, very linear game. It is the same game over and over and over again besides map changes. Now, it still was fun at the time because you could put about 400 hours into it, you get different teammates and the interaction between that. But it degraded into such a toxic game on all levels, not just in low elo, in high elo too. Very, very toxic.
Valorant's going to take the players who used to play CS:GO. It's going to take some of the Overwatch players, and it's just going to mash them together.
Yeah.
What happened to Overwatch? Wait, that's not on like. How big is that game?
It's still pretty big. Yeah. Hold on.
Overwatch. Because when it came out, people were freaking out about it, and now it's like, I guess still big.
Yeah, it's got 13K viewers. That's not a lot.
I mean, at the same time, you gotta say like, Twitch isn't the best way to just see like how popular something is. It's it's a good way to gauge it though. Like for instance, Legends of Runeterra is at 1.2K. I just found it, so I think that's a pretty good indicator that people aren't that interested in Legends of Runeterra.
Well, that's okay.
I mean, it's just a bad game. So
is it?
Wait, look up Magic the Arena. Look up Magic the Arena.
Command find Magic.
One result. Bigger than Runeterra, I'm gonna cry.
It's 10 times. Wait, Magic the Gathering is 10 times bigger. It's at 10K. So then yes.
Okay, bigger. Wait, hold on. So wait, what was I talking about? What was I talking about?
I guess it's just a better made version of it. Legends of Runeterra didn't even look that great.
It doesn't look bad. But no, but like what I was saying,
it doesn't look like it does anything fun, I guess. Yeah.
So, are we gonna continue on the path that we were talking about before, or should we just like? Oh, okay. No, I mean, well, what I was saying is like I think I'm beating a bush around a little bit, but with Counter-Strike, Valorant, and that kind of stuff, right? So I think that'll work is because again, diversity of play. Valorant, gosh dang it, Valorant, very, very well balanced and separated how you should play, who you can play, and what they can do, right? By its nature, because they've said they're going to release more champions like they do with League, the way they combined it properly was taking aspects from League, aspects from CS, and kind of aspects from Overwatch, mashed it into one thing, and made it good. They took the gameplay style and skill cap, like how high you can, like how well you can do at the game of CS:GO, right? Because CS:GO, if you're a phenomenal player, like you can dominate games. You can 1v5. Right? Yeah. Overwatch not so much because certain things it's hard to balance that. Certain people do better. It's just different abilities. It's all based on your pick.
More of a team-based game.
Exactly.
Yeah, I haven't played much Overwatch, but what I've heard is it's more balanced around the abilities than around the shooting.
Overwatch is very, very balanced around abilities, not so much shooting. So
the Valorant they've said is balanced around shooting.
So if we say let's take League of Legends as the midpoint of what it is, basically, right? As just shooting style. So League of Legends is ability based, right? But it also is very team heavy. In a way. No, never mind. Excuse that. So it's very ability based and there's skill expression, and then you have CS:GO also beside that. So in the middle, we got these two games, CS:GO and League. Overwatch takes more of the head of League of Legends with the ability based. Like this is what's more important is abilities, not necessarily auto attacks in the nature, right? Abilities are the big thing in League. Right? Not just auto attacks. Now you have champions that do auto attacks, but they're not like you have abilities.
Wait, hold on. Why the fuck are we comparing two shooters to League?
Because it helps. So no, just listen. So with Overwatch, it does that nature, very team heavy, very ability based. That and then you got on the other side is like what I'm looking at is more Valorant is more based on the skill expression that CS has, with a more like it has the emphasis of using abilities too. Like abilities are game changers, but you can outplay somebody even if they use an ability. It's not like it's going to end the game. Whereas if like say you're playing Overwatch and you use a big shatter on Reinhardt, like hitting them with a good snipe isn't going to do anything because you're going to be knocked out, right? There's just things that you can't outplay. Whereas Valorant, every single ability can be outplayed. It's a very, very smart way to do it, and they took a while to release it because they had the experience, they had the knowledge, and they had the know-how. So that's why I think Valorant is set up, at least. I'm not going to like make a conjecture that it's definitely going to be the best game in the world, but it's set up at least to be one of the most popular, if not the most popular game for a very long time, especially if they already have.
I don't think it'll pass League, at least. I don't well, think actually it might, because CSGO passed.
CSGO and Fortnite passed League.
Esports are pretty good. Well, did it? League's always just been consistent, because I feel like the League audience. Well, this League players don't usually want to play other games.
Yeah.
So usually they all just stay on League forever.
Well, that's the thing. There is like League, as in terms of MOBA, is the most addicting MOBA there is by far. There's no other game.
I think it's up there with one of the most addicting games.
Games in the planet. Yeah. So that's why.
Just in how it is.
Yeah. When you think of League, you think of it dominating the market, right? I think Valorant is going to be that for shooters. I think it's going to be.
I think Valorant.
Riot's just going after Valve. Valve makes Dota, so Riot makes League and is more popular. And then Valve makes CS:GO, and Riot makes Valorant.
Well, League and Dota came out of like the same place, didn't they?
Yeah, they were both. I think it was like similar people worked on both of them at the very beginning. Like they were
it was
one
like
team.
It was
Dota, it was one team that split,
Dota,
and then one team made Dota, one team made League. From what I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but no, like I'm saying, so I think that
the original Dota
potential, especially with it already having an esports base. Like the cool thing about Valorant that's different is that CS:GO, when CS:GO started, had the Source community, but they didn't have anyone else, and Twitch wasn't as big. The difference is now that Twitch is huge. People want to watch Valorant content. When you watch content, like you want to play the game. Every time I don't want to play League anymore, I watch League videos. I want to play League again, right? That's the mentality. It's just that you want to
that cycle, that loop. Yeah, I think the drops enabled thing for Valorant is like such a smart idea.
It is a steroid.
Viewership.
Yeah, it's a steroid. So
it would not be this high otherwise.
Yeah, it's gonna drop, but I don't think it'll drop by as much as people think. I think it'll only half it, not decrease it to like 30%. I think it'll be 300K constant.
I think it'll either be a little bit better or a little bit worse than CS:GO based on how they handle it.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna like skyrocket or anything.
No, I don't. It's not gonna be like Battle Royales skyrocketed when they came out, but that's just because of like how that game works and why it's so entertaining to watch. I don't think like that. No. I don't think
it's gonna fail, but I don't.
It'll be within 50% of CS:GO.
It'll have, it'll be more than CS:GO, I guarantee. For the
it'll be either a little bit more or a little bit less, depending on how it actually feels.
I think it'll be more because the reason why I say that is because one of the biggest influences is streamers, right? Big streamers. The old CS:GO pros that were playing things like CS and Fortnite and those kind of games. You look at Shroud. Shroud is only playing Valorant right now. Why
everyone's only playing Valorant.
I mean,
exactly.
Everyone's playing Valorant.
Shroud doesn't even have drops enabled. Shroud doesn't have drops enabled. So when he plays Valorant, he's just playing it to have fun. So he got an access to it, but I don't think he has drops enabled. So that's why I'm saying things like people like Shroud. People love watching high level gameplays, watching the outplays. I watched a video where Shroud was playing Jet, one of the main characters of Valorant, the main screen character with a knife, right? I watched a video on him playing it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I want to play this game so bad because of the level of outplays that he was able to do." Highly based, it's a very movement based character, and he played it with such finesse. Like watching him play the movement properly and like doing it so quickly and so accurately was like, "Oh my gosh!" Like the level of skill expression in Valorant is so different.
I don't think everyone watches CS:GO and League the stuff just for outplays.
No, but I think it's much more entertaining. Like when you have to.
I usually watch for like the person's personality. If they're like funny, I don't even watch streams. The only streams I watch like esports streams.
You cannot tell me there's very few streamers. Okay, so yes. I'll say this. Main reason people watch streamers is because of their personality. I will say that. But you cannot tell me that certain streamers that are really high up there have the best or not really high up there,
of course,
have good personalities. They're just really good at
I think
the
there's those high level one tricks who just like play their one champion and do really good. They're entertaining to watch because they're good
do
at
well.
It.
Yeah. But like you look at somebody,
there's different audiences.
Yeah.
Those are like the same people who watch speedruns versus people who watch normal gameplay.
I'll give you Yasuo, the streamer Yasuo, just because I know him, right? You look at Yasuo, his level of play is phenomenal. He's challenger, he's high up there. He doesn't play the same champion every game. He does play Yasuo a lot, but he plays other champions too. He is a main, but he does that, right? So he's got diversity, he's got high skill expression, but he's entertaining too. So that's why he's one of the highest streamers. But then you have people like Summit, right? Summit is extremely entertaining, but also one of the best players of shooters in the world. That's why you have him as top tier streamer, like one of the top tier streamers of all time. Always has like 100K views.
When I watch Yasuo, since you already used that example, I'll use it too. When I watch Yasuo, I like put it on my second monitor and fucking play something and just listen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I don't really care much about like, oh wow, he did a cool outplay. Like,
he did it to him.
I don't think that we're the best example for Twitch viewers in a sense because we're not most like people that like. So there's a lot of people that are very dead.
Adam, dude, Adam can talk about Twitch. I'm only using Twitch as an example because it shows you in like I don't know how exactly it works, but I don't know if it's real time. But it just shows you how many people are looking at a game, and I was using it for the argument that just Valorant is big. I wasn't like I don't watch Twitch that often.
Yeah, no, I'm a little bit.
Here's the thing. I haven't even watched any Valorant content because I don't really. I mean, I'm pretty bad at shooters, so I don't really care about them that much. So I don't even know like how the game is. I've just seen like clips and it's fun.
I think this game would be right up your alley in a certain sense because you enjoy skill expression a lot more in outplays. You like mechanics.
I guess. I'm terrible. I'm terrible at shooters. I am uber bad. I used to play CSGO. I never got out of like low elo, I don't think.
You say skill expression like it's unique to these games.
There's also like skill expression in most games.
But this has more.
Most games have skill expression.
Like I like Bloons Tower Defense is one of my favorite games right now. That game has mad skill expression. Dude, placement in the corners is crazy.
Garfield has skill expression.
It does.
What?
You can make outplays. I can outplay
mechanics. Every single game has mechanics.
What do you say,
mechanics aren't unique to like League.
No,
it's a different word for it, I guess.
You're not. What I'm trying to say is, in terms of shooters, ignore MOBAs. I'm not talking about MOBAs. That's not what I'm saying.
I'm not talking about MOBAs either.
Shooters, we were talking about shooters.
Okay, in shooters, no. You don't like to do shooters, and why I don't think I like Valorant and why I didn't really like CSGO. I like stuff like Battlefield. I like ones where you can like sit in a location and snipe at people. I just find that funny.
Yeah.
Just camping and looking for people.
True. But
also because it really annoys people and I get like death threats over Xbox. Just for camping and killing people.
Again, the reason why I say that Valorant specifically has more skill expression than other shooters is because it does. It has ability.
No, I don't deny it.
Most shooters don't have that, right? Most shooters, if its nature is CSGO's nature, right? So it's linear and the shots don't drop.
I don't remember what it's called. Cool, you have to do like turn-based battles against other ants. I think it's called the Ant Wars.
Hey, are y'all still here?
yeah, Jerald. Okay.
You know about Ant Wars?
Jerald, really do you have time to continue it?
So my house is flooding.
What flooding?
Yeah, so we had to go dig a trench.
What? You have to dig a trench.
Okay, how is your house flooding? Why is your house flooding?
Yeah, wait, hold on. Yeah, we're in the podcast. Okay. Me and Rami just talked, but we'll in the podcast. Let's just hear about this story. What?
So we live out in the middle of nowhere, as everyone now knows at this point.
Yeah.
Right? We live in the docks. The thing is that there's two things about our house that are important. One thing is that we're in the forest. The second thing is that we're out in the back on a thing that dips down and comes back up in hill form, and it keeps going up. It's a small hill, but it looks like it's not that big because it's spread out over, or it's a big hill, but it looks like it's not that big. It's spread out over a big area, right? So it's pretty extensive. It's a big hill, almost a small mountain.
Okay.
And it keeps going back. Well, because of that, every time it rains, it's supposed to disperse throughout the mud, but basically underneath like about 5 inches of mud, and dirt is just bedrock. Just this, we're on a huge slab of limestone, like it's super extensive. Like you go out for a mile and a half away from my house, and you still hit.
The world.
Yeah, bedrock's
I know,
at the
right?
bottom
Shut
of
up.
the world, actually. So.
Shut your mouths. But no, even so, if you could go out like a mile and a half, you'd still find bedrock. So basically, we're on a giant mudslide area where rain and water just pool downwards and keep coming down. Well, usually it's okay because our house is built in a way that kind of allows it to go around, but we recently done some renovations and opened up an area, and so it's always been prone to flooding if it's been bad rain, like torrential downpour, and we're in a torrential downpour right now.
Right.
So because of that, it started flooding bad. Not fully inside our house, but on our porch. It was like about 1.5 inches of water.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and so we had to go out and dig a trench around that area so the water flows around instead of straight in. Because
that's hype.
Where it's going. So I'm sorry for leaving during the podcast.
It's fine.
Boys,
cool. You'll find out. We did something. Me and Rami, we were on a mission. We did something funny. You'll see it when you edit it.
Yeah, look in the talk.
We were murdering.
You can see it in the talk if you really want.
Oh yeah. Scroll up to the picture Rami sent with all the Twitch streams.
Wait, what?
This is what they called optimized gaming.
Wait, Rami, did you get into a match with Yasuo?
No.
What? Is the talk or admin?
The talk.
Oh my. Oh my.
Wait, actually, I feel like if anyone here would know this, Jerald, does opening a bunch of tabs make you more likely to get a drop?
Does nothing.
Really?
No,
that's what me and Rami were just opening a bunch of streams.
No, how doesn't that work? Because
okay, so I'll explain. Basically, what happens is that
holy shit, that's funny.
Keys, right? And there's 10 streamers. It's not 10 keys per streamer. It's 100 keys between all of them. They get pulled into one giant group. So if drops are open, basically this zero, imagine this is a pool, right? That's a pool. There's 100 keys in that pool, and the streamers all get access from that same pool.
How do you know
legitimately,
this?
It doesn't matter how many tabs you have open, you'll still get the same amount, like likelihood of drops.
How do you know about? How do you know
because it was explained by one of the streamers.
Shit. Here we go again. Well, my CPU got up to 200 degrees.
Oh!
That's not that bad. It's only 200 Fahrenheit.
That's bad for my computer. My computer usually runs pretty cold.
That's pretty normal for a computer on a high load, though.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
this has been an unconventional.
That's not a dangerous temperature, Lexi. That's perfectly fine.
This has been an interesting episode.
For the
Wait, but no, Jerald, are you back now?
It's fine.
No, I gotta do something really quick.
Yeah, I'm leaving as well because the esports things are about to start. So what is the outro? Yeah, but it's a long episode. I don't know how long it'll be for you guys.